Hi, my name is Phillip. I am from Delaware. I am the father of one, a young man. And what you may not know about me is that I have kidney disease. What's really unique about my story is I really don't know when I started to experience symptoms of kidney failure. So I had been having headaches for multiple years. I would take over the counter medication, and over time, those headaches would go away. Only on my birthday, I had the worst headache I've ever experienced. I was rushed to the ER where my blood pressure was recorded at. It was at that moment, after doing several tests, that I was told in the ultrasound of my back that I had stage 4 kidney disease, also known as renal failure. To stay alive, I have to attend what they call hemodialysis, also known as life sustaining dialysis. I go 3 days a week and I do 4.5 hour sessions. During dialysis, you see a lot of other people at your disposal who have been on dialysis much longer than you, and you kind of decide to keep hope. And it's easy to have those moments where you say things like, why me? But instead, I've decided to embark on a new journey that I call faith over fear. And I know that having kidney failure is something to fear, but I'm not enabling that to overbear my faith that eventually I'm going to be okay and receive a new kidney. Well, currently, I've been, doing a lot of research, and I've been doing my best to try to find a live donor because, let's just face it, live donor kidneys last a lot longer than cadaver donors. And so I'm now registered on the transplant list, recipient list, and I'm praying and hoping that I can receive a transplant, but hoping that it could be a live donor. So some of the things I've been doing is just reaching out to folks who may be interested in my inner circle, including my family. So I have a couple siblings who are trying to get tested to see if they are a match, as well as maybe some friends. So, I mean, I'm willing to talk and speak to anyone who's willing to donate a kidney, and just making sure that we're there for others. So anyone who is willing to donate a kidney, I'm more than welcome to hear. And I know that with that, you don't have to be the same exact blood type, and they look at other things like tissue type and just overall health. So please, if you're out there and you're willing to donate a kidney, I would be more than willing to speak to you. Thank you. Yeah, I was very surprised about the length of time that it takes to get a donor if it's not a living donor. It's a waiting list, so you have to wait and see. However, I'm keeping my faith in the Lord, and I'm praying every day that I receive a living donor. But whatever God has planned for me is what I'm willing to accept, and I'm willing to go through this journey as long as I have the sturdy support system in place that I have currently. I know things are going to be ultimately okay. Without a life or a living donor, it just means that I'll have to wait until my number is called on the recipient list at Lincoln for a cadaver donor. And it also means that I'll have to continue to attend hemo life sustaining dialysis 3 days a week for 4.5 hours per session, which totals to about a part time job of 13.5 hours per week. With a living kidney donor, my life would definitely change. I would be able to go back to my regular job. Right now, I'm on leave. I'm currently a high school administrator that's been out of work for about 4 months now. So I'm able to go back and do those duties and perform them at a high level. I'm also able to do a lot more things with my energetic 4-year-old son, Cameron, which, has kind of been lacking ever since my life changed back in September of 2020. And so I'm really looking forward to getting back to the things that I love to do, more physical activity like being able to lift weights and work out. As you can see right here, I have a catheter inserted in my chest. So, I really will be able to get that out of my chest and, kind of be able to live a higher quality of life. I'm sharing my story today because I want donors to know just how quickly life can change. One day, I'm actually having meetings with parents and the team that I supervise as we're in the virtual learning environment due to the coronavirus. And I'm going over my plans for tomorrow, only not knowing that tomorrow wouldn't come for me in that regard. And not knowing that, on a day that I'm turning 34 years old, I would be diagnosed with stage 4 kidney disease. So your life can change in a matter of seconds, minutes, days. And I went from working hard every day, doing the things I love to do, to being hospitalized for 4 days, getting numerous blood tests and getting a kidney ultrasound and finding out that I had this disease. So what I want donors to know is that not only can your life change dramatically, but when it does, it really matters on your mindset. Will you have a growth mindset? Because having a growth mindset will depict how far you'll go. It's very easy to give up when you have something so traumatic as hearing that you have kidney failure. And so one thing that I'm refusing to do is enabling myself to give up hope that there's not a kidney out there for me, or to give up hope that a kidney won't come. And I know that it's Godspeed, and I know that this is a process, but I just want the donors to know, and other people who are experiencing some of the things that I've experienced, to know that at the end of the day, if you continue to believe, if you continue to do the work, if you continue to do the research, that you'll get results. This is a results-driven, circumstance, and I know that it's not ideal to be on dialysis numerous times a week for long hours, and I know it's not ideal to not be able to do the things that you once loved to do because you're sort of limited with this condition. But the condition won't make you, and it won't end you. And so I just want those out there to know that there are options, and there's still hope. And I'm hoping and praying that not only myself receives a kidney from a live donor, but that the thousands around the world also do. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to watch my story. Please remember to share it on all social media platforms. That's Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, IG, YouTube. And I'm just hoping that you all can help me out there find a living donor that's willing to help me receive a higher quality of life. Thank you.